So let's begin our discussion today. I think we're going to start with Jack. And do you want to just give us your input now, Jack, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. I think that this is going to be an interesting discussion, partly because the people who should be vigilant about this particular subject of voting are falling down on the job, and I think it really is going to be left to ordinary people to get involved and straighten things out and make a big deal about it enough so that people will actually do something. I want to start with a kind of an anecdotal story, which is, and I know I've only got 5 minutes, so I'll try to keep it very short. But as part of my civic duty on election day, I was outside a polling area in Portsmouth and holding a sign for a local candidate when two gentlemen drove up in a main van and got out and came up, walked in front of me, the stereotypical union thug-looking kind of people. I don't know if you can really characterize people on glance like that, but that was the thought that went across my mind. Came up, he looked me up and down, took a cigarette that he was smoking, flicked it at my feet. Now, mind you, this particular polling location was the high school. So he's on high school property, and he's flicking a cigarette at my feet. He walks in, takes a long time. You know what taking a long time means? He's doing same-day registration. Otherwise, he would have been in and out. He's doing same-day registration. He comes back out, van pulls up again, they get back in the van, they take off. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I've stood at this particular poll, you know, every election, and I've never seen this guy. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen the last 20 or 40 or 50 people that have walked in front of me, people I'd never seen before. Now, granted, maybe they just have lived in Portsmouth for a long time and have never ever voted and thought that they would be inspired this election season to vote. Well, okay, you know what? There may be a few of those too, but the distinct impression that I got was that no, these people were being bussed in. That was the impression. So, you know, as Wendell Phillips said, he's the guy that said, you know, eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Eternal vigilance doesn't come from the Attorney General. Eternal vigilance doesn't come from, you know, our Secretary of State, and very often not from our legislators. What he was saying was eternal vigilance really belongs to us as people in the society to do something about protecting our society. It really starts here. And so I'm really happy to start to look into this issue with several others that are looking into it. I've already had meetings. We have tried to get some of the information out of the Portsmouth City Clerk. Unfortunately, she's been told she can't release anything, and so we're working on that. There's a lot of little details. We're going to get into more of that, and I'm sure Regina's going to talk about the laws a little bit too. The last point I want to make, though, is that, believe it or not, what these guys did is not necessarily illegal. It's not necessarily fraudulent, and so it can be done. It's a strategy. Okay, and so the problem that we have really is not illegal voting necessarily. The broader subject is we've got outside voters that come in, domicile locally, go away. It's not necessarily illegal, and I think Regina can probably explain a little bit more than that better than I can. So I think that part of our job is going to be to make people aware of what is going on. Not that we can do anything legally about it, but we can certainly bring it to light, and when things are brought to light, then they can change.
Thank you. Very, very good sum up.
Crop TV.